Today, I'm going to show you 9 powerful psychological points that exist in the mind of almost every woman. These points are weaknesses, and if you understand them clearly, you can use them to your advantage. I'm not just going to list these points and leave you confused. I'll explain why they work and how to use them in real situations. That would make you a man who can conquer any woman, no matter how tough she might seem to be. Not many people will reveal what I would reveal to you today. You might not even find it in the best-selling books, blog, or library. If you are ready to move from being the man who is always friend-zoned to be the man who becomes the prize, then follow me carefully. Point 9 is the most important, so watch till the end. Let's begin. Point 1. Contrasting personalities. One of the biggest mistakes men make is showing only one side of themselves. If you're always kind, always calm, always serious, or always strong, it starts to feel fake. Not because you're lying, but because humans aren't one-dimensional. You need contrast. If you're naturally calm and composed, you should also show moments of spontaneity or playfulness. If you're kind and polite, you should also have a darker, mischievous edge. Imagine this. You're walking down the street with a woman. You've been calm, quiet, grounded. Then suddenly, music plays from a store, and you start dancing for a few seconds. She doesn't laugh because it's funny. She laughs because she's confused, and confusion leads to curiosity. She starts thinking, who is this guy really? Why is he like this? There's more to him than I thought. That's the point. Women are attracted to strength, but not forced strength. If you act serious and dominant 100% of the time, it feels rehearsed. When you show contrast, your strength feels real. Mystery is born from contradiction. Point 2. Talk about women who look different from her. This is a subtle but extremely powerful tactic. When you talk to a woman, casually mention another woman who looks nothing like her. If she has black hair, mention a blonde. If she's tall, mention someone petite. If she's quiet, mention someone outspoken. Do it naturally. No hints, no pauses, no dramatic delivery. For example, I worked with this blonde girl at my old job. She was surprisingly smart. Then move on. Here's why this works. Women overthink. Constantly. If she sees a crying child for 5 seconds, she'll think about it all day. That's not weakness. It's how her mind works. So when you mention another woman who looks different from her, her mind starts asking questions later. Does he like that type? Am I his type? Why did he mention her? You only said one sentence, but now she's thinking about you for hours. And thinking leads to attachment. Point 3. Don't be afraid to criticize her. Most men are terrified of upsetting women. They avoid criticism at all costs. That's a mistake. If a woman is smoking next to you and you don't like it, say, "Can you blow the smoke away?" If her outfit doesn't suit her, say, "That doesn't really work on you." Say it calmly, without anger, without apology. Here's the truth. When you never criticize, your compliments lose value. If you constantly tell someone they're amazing, eventually it means nothing. But if someone who rarely compliments you suddenly does, it matters. The same applies here. Criticism makes your praise rare. Rare things are valuable. This isn't about being rude. It's about honesty and self-respect. Point 4. Talk about things she's not good at. This one requires subtlety. If a woman tells you she's bad at something, cooking, organization, discipline, remember it. Later, during a natural conversation, say something like, "I really admire people who can cook well." Don't look at her. Don't pause. Don't emphasize it. Just say it. And move on. When she's alone later, she'll replay it in her mind. And once again, she's thinking about you. The rule is simple. The more she thinks about you, the more attached she becomes. Point 5. Share your weakness before she finds it. This is one of the most misunderstood points. Men fear showing weakness because they think it lowers attraction. That's only true if the weakness is discovered, not admitted. If you're bad at dancing and she finds out unexpectedly, she sees a flaw. If you tell her beforehand, she sees confidence. Why? Because you're showing that her opinion doesn't control you. At the same time, you trigger empathy, one of the strongest emotional forces in women. Empathy creates connection. This doesn't mean playing the victim. Never use pity as a strategy. That destroys attraction long term. But controlled vulnerability combined with strength makes you human and attractive. Point 6. Let her take care of you, occasionally. Women naturally enjoy caring for people they're emotionally connected to. If you're sick, ask her to bring medicine. If you're tired, let her help. When she does something kind, allow yourself to soften slightly. Hug her. Touch her hand. Be spontaneous. But timing matters. Don't do this on the first meeting. Don't rush physical closeness. Let it grow naturally. This balance, strength with moments of softness, keeps you out of the friend zone. Point 7. Make her put in effort. This is one of the most important points. Let her work, just a little, for your approval. If you tell her you like philosophy, later ask, "Do you like philosophy?" If she says yes, she's trying to impress you. Attraction increases. If she says no, she'll think about it later. Did I disappoint him? What does he think of me now? Either way, she's emotionally invested. What you should not do is chase her approval in return. If she says no, don't defend your interest. Just change the subject. You lead. She reacts. Point 8. Set clear boundaries. Women are attracted to men who lead, and leadership requires boundaries. If you say you don't like smoking and she lights a cigarette, walk away. If you say you split bills, stick to it. Boundaries only work if they're enforced. This isn't about control. It's about self-respect. Do what feels right for you, not what society expects. Point 9. Show that you have options. If a woman asks whether you're seeing other people, don't rush to reassure her. Say something playful like, "There are a few candidates." This does two things. It signals value. It motivates effort. Women are attracted to men who are chosen, not desperate. Final thoughts. None of these points are about manipulation. They're about understanding human psychology, staying grounded, and leading interactions instead of reacting emotionally. When you do this correctly, she thinks about you more. She invests emotionally. Attraction builds naturally. This is the mindset of Stoic men. If you want deeper breakdowns of these topics, let me know in the comments. See you in the next video.